Welcome back to another edition of Tea and Toys. Yes, I'm going to be talking about the possibility, the speculation only, that there might be more GoBots or even a GoBot subline going to be in the Legacy era of Transformers. Now, why do I think that? We've already seen Bugbite. We've already had a form of Road Rager, although neither one of them are actually their true colours or look from the GoBots. They are their Transformers selves. And then we've got news from a leak. Wave 2 Speedia 500 Velocitron line, which is an exclusive, toy shop exclusive, I believe, Target in America, so maybe, or Walmart, and then maybe Smith's Toys in the UK. We got Crasher. Her name was leaked as Crasher. As you can see from the picture here, I don't want her to be labelled up or have the insignia of a Decepticon. For me personally, I don't like the inclusion of Renegades and Guardians within Autobots and Decepticons. I want to keep Gobotron and the two key factions from the GoBots very separate. For me personally, I would have Gobotron set in a different galaxy, so away from the Transformers somewhat, so they can only be travelling to and from via a space bridge accident or an astro beam accident, and that's when they can interact. Other than that, I would have them as very separate, very, very separate. They can exist in the same universe, but I do not want Guardians and Renegades as Autobots and Decepticons. I'm talking to you, marketing team at Hasbro.
You!
Yeah, that's right. They've got their own insignia. It's not the best. An upside down triangle thing going on there. I think the team could come up with something that is still unique to them. And obviously using the whole disguise side of things, they could infiltrate one another. And obviously Crasher being a racer, she's just keen to race Destruction Derby style on Velocitron. I'm not really knowing much difference because that's just what I would like. And now going from there, storyline wise, keep it separate. Keep it separate. What else can we get? Now, I mean, I'm only going to cover the main cast from the GoBots because there are about 50 characters that appear in the episode, both Renegade and Guardian. So I'm thinking if they were going to do Leader 1, the Voyager class, because he's meant to be a little bit bigger, and they could use the Starscream mold as their basis. Yes, I fully understand that Starscream and Leader 1 do not transform the same. Starscream can be used as the basis for doing a Leader 1 transforming toy in a GoBot subline. I put Psycho down as a deluxe because he is smaller than Leader 1 in the cartoon, and he is a bike. Another toy was announced in Legacy Year 2 as Junkion 1. Now, I actually did think the Retgar toy would have been good for a rejig for Psykill, but he is Voyager scale, which makes him perhaps too big. I don't mind Psykill being a bigger toy, that doesn't bother me, but I'm thinking this new Junkion, if we get to look at it, could be a good one to do Psykill. I just think that the inclusion of Crasher has really pushed forward the fact that we might get more, because Crasher is a very popular character and one a lot of people like because she's a female baddie. And then from there, with Coptor, you can either have the Spinister mold and or heavily changed Springer mold, the whole rotating sword weapon thing, which is one of Psykill's trademarks in his cartoons. And he is a larger sized Renegade, a little bit shorter than Leader 1 in the cartoon, but I don't mind them changing up a little bit more when it comes to doing a GoBot subline. So I'm all in for this, and I do think we are closer due to that inclusion of Crasher. And Turbo, we've got 101 Autobot cars that have been done that he could be rejigged from. So Scooter, again, we've got maybe the template for the Junkion 1, and as I've said here, the Minibot size, because Scooter is a shorter Guardian in the GoBot, so I'd like to see that. Now, although Phytor, I've put him down as a Voyager, now, he is about the same height as Psykill and Crasher in the cartoon, but again, I'm happy for them to sort of take the thrust mold from Earthrise and give us that Voyager class Phytor. He's got the cone head, he's got the wings on the lower half of the legs. It's basically, you know, in a package pre-made that they could do this mini GoBot subline. Will it happen? I don't know. This is just me wanting something and guessing then it may or may not happen. From there, you've got your more Jeep class vehicles, so you could have the female Guardian Smallfoot, and obviously a larger Voyager, but they could do like a large size deluxe, like your hoists and whatnot, and do tank from that, because although he's big in rubber mode, he's quite compact in tank mode. But having said that, anything is on the table. Is it likely this will happen? We don't know. It's just something that I'm thinking could happen, and the potential there is quite exciting for me. Add a commander class. Let's add a commander class, and like I said, there are 50 odd Renegades and 50 odd Guardians to pick from, so I'm not going to cover the entire line. Having looked at the new Menasor Motormaster, I'm thinking you could do the Courageous as the commander scale. He should be better as a Titan, but let's not go crazy. Having said all that, I'm not against them doing the Autobot Decepticon versions, as they've already started this mini set here already. But they've done Bug Bite and they've done Road Ranger, and as you can see, Treads is ready for the making. They've already done Warpath, and Cosmos has already been confirmed, so they could do this version of Pathfinder, but we would prefer the actual version of Pathfinder. Obviously Rescue from the hubcap mold, so he's ready as well. So that'll just leave them redoing Beachcomber, Powerglide and Sea Spray. Well, what does everybody else think? Do you think the inclusion of Crusher is merely a one-off, tick the box one-off, they're doing it, they're breaking the boundaries, they're ticking that box, and that'll be it? Or do you think there could be either more GoBots sprinkled in through the Legacy aspect of this collection, so it's all universes all packed in, or do you think there will be some form of challenge of the GoBots subline? Don't forget to love, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys and girls in the next video.